All right, the next stock we're going to be taking a look at is going to be AMMA, currently traded at $2.91. Well, you guys, we don't have too much of a history to work off of here with this chart, so we're gonna swing with what we've got. Looking to be about right there is going to be one resistance slash support level. Obviously, which way you're going, you guys get the point. So what we're going to be looking for right now for this chart to correct itself. Looks like that this history is going to be going from October 6th, where it began. You guys come down, hit off that support line, came through. You guys shuffled around it for a few days, came down, broke through that support level to $3.25, came up here to that new resistance level, which would have been $3.55, bounced off of it. Again, did your little sideways shuffle right here, fell through, came down here a second time, and fell through. Now, there's probably reasons for this. The reasons for this action here, again, as always, me personally, I'm looking strictly at the chart. What you're going to be looking for right now is going to be a bounce from the bottom to the inside of the Bollinger Band. Now, this is usually confirmed when you're coming outside the lower Bollinger Band by a green candle. The RSI is currently oversold, with the rest of the stock is completely just beat down. RSI is currently at 23. You're going to wait for that green candle. I am going to draw it up on the board where I feel it's going to be tomorrow. We're going to start snapping back into that lower Bollinger Band. With that being said, I'm going to add in the analysis here of what I'm going to be looking for, while Joe hopefully tells you a little bit about this company.
Yeah, I was just kind of pulling it up, but we didn't even have a board for it, so I created the board just now. All right, so the latest press release was on February 9th. And that was Alliance MMA appoints Director of Event Sales and Marketing. So Alliance MMA, they're traded on the NASDAQ, is a mixed martial arts organization offering premier promotional opportunities for aspiring mixed martial arts MMA fighters who wish to advance to the sport's highest levels of professional competition. Alliance MMA's mission is to identify and cultivate the next generation of fighters and champions for the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, and other premier MMA promotions. With some of the world's leading MMA promotions under the Alliance MMA umbrella, the organization aims eventually to host in excess of 125 events per year, showcasing more than 1,000 fighters. Alliance MMA is also dedicated to generating live original sports media content, attracting an international fan base, and securing major brand sponsorship revenue for live MMA events, digital media, and Alliance MMA fighters. Excuse me. So MMA is the world's fastest growing sport, with worldwide fans of approximately 300 million, according to the sports marketing research firm Rubicon. MMA is a full contact sport that allows a wide range of fighting techniques, including striking and grappling from various martial arts and disciplines, including boxing, wrestling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, karate, and Muay Thai. Sorry. Professional MMA fighters are legal and regulated by state athletics commissions in all 50 states. So Alliance MMA Incorporated was incorporated in 2015 for the purpose of acquiring businesses that engage in the promotion of mixed martial arts events. In 2016, the company completed an initial public offering, which culminated in a listing on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange. Alliance MMA is the only mixed martial arts promotion company that is publicly traded. So I wonder what their relationship is, with, say, UFC. Because cultivate the next generation of fighters and champions for the Ultimate Fighting Championship and other premier MMA promotions. So that's that. I mean, this one, they're new, freshly traded, right?
And it's pretty cool. I like this. Alliance MMA is the only mixed martial arts promotion company that is publicly traded. Interesting. I mean, I was actually a year ago visited Kentucky, just south of Lexington, and they had a MMA event going down there, and just mind blown because I've never been to that town where I went to. I can't even recall exactly what town it was, but my wife's girlfriend's from that area, And she says she's never seen anything like it. I mean, literally took over the entire town. And we went down to breakfast in the hotel, a really nice hotel. Went down for breakfast, and these guys just started ripping it up right there in the kitchen. I mean, you couldn't make this up. I was like, wow, man, I don't want to start an argument here. Kids just turned the other way. I am not saying a word.
Yeah.
I didn't see
I think
that.
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, well, one of the guys
Yeah.
comes down. I mean, this guy was ripped with no shirt on, with cowboy boots, a cowboy hat, and a pair of jeans on with a big buckle. Just ripped, right? And he started, teasing my oldest. And when the guy walked away, he was just playing around, being cool, completely joking. It wasn't, giving him a hard time, just joking around with him. And, my son was wanting to get into karate at that time. I don't think he put two and two together. Turned around, the guy walked away. He had to have been in his mid-30s and walked up to the counter to get food. And my son ran up and kicked him as hard as he could in the leg. This guy jumped around, turned around, scared the crap out of my kid. My kid took off. So we were sitting there, and then one of his buddies came down, and, one of them went to swing at him, and then boom, boom. But before you even knew it, man, this guy was in the lock. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to sit here and mind my own business. I'm a nerd. No, it was funny, though. All right, so again, that is going to be AMMA. To go over all the information that Joe just went over, you can find that here on investorshangout.com, the message board, company profile, time and sales, recent news, filings, and financials. Obviously, all that stuff is going to be new and upcoming, so make sure you keep an eye on it. As far as the charts go, I said should start pulling back into the lower Bollinger Band. Watch for this tomorrow, 214. Chart is very oversold and will take a lot of buying to return to bullish. As you guys know, when we started looking at this was at 291. And we're watching that pullback begin already before even tomorrow comes. So we see that happening here. Again, AMMA, if you're watching this, make sure you click subscribe to stay updated to all the stock analysis videos that we put out. Also, check out investorshangout.com/live, where you can go ahead and tell us the hot stock you're watching, and we'll be sure to add it to the list for the next set of videos.